Reasonable troublemakers.
Welcome to the number one troublemaking podcast in the world. I am your host, Tetteh, and this is my co-host, Nathan. Welcome. It's a beautiful
Welcome back.
week.
Yeah. As of this coming out, you guys will notice that we didn't have an episode last week. There was a little bit of complications.
On
so
my end, yeah.
we missed 1 week, guys. We apologize,
But this is like
it is
episode
what it
121.
is. Yeah, basically, yeah. It was 1 week, not the end of the world. It is what it is. Shit happens, right?
Exactly.
So, I know we have a discussion this week, but I got 2 stories to tell you, really quick stories from work this week.
Okay.
First story, this makes me think that sometimes I need to be more rude. But at the same time, I don't necessarily want to be more rude, but I can't keep doing this shit. So, I finished work the other day, and there's like a grocery store, and because I've been doing like the water fasting, after work is when I'll have like a small little snack for my first like fasting meal. So I do this. I go in there, tell me how, like the first section that I walk into the grocery store is where I usually pick up the stuff that I need to get. I go there, there's an older woman beside right there. I do not say anything to her, I'm just there. She turns to me and starts talking.
Okay.
So I was like, okay. I listen to her. She's telling me whatever about like food. Did you try this? Like this one's really good. I was like, cool. She says that. Conversation seems like it's finishing. I said, okay, have a nice day. She turns around and starts walking away. Not even a second later, turns back, starts talking again. Says something else, starts talking again, completely brings her cart, turns back around, facing me, has a whole nother conversation. I'm like, okay.
About what?
Random shit.
She doesn't know you.
She does not, I don't know this woman. Her first thing actually was that she was in the store with a jacket on.
Okay.
And it was like 26 degrees out that day. So I'm in a t-shirt, and she's like, oh yeah, I came from this far place. It's cold where I was. So now I must look crazy that I'm here with a jacket on. I was like, cool story. So that happened. She tells me about like the food items in front of us. She's like, have you ever tried that? I was like, oh yeah, I have. She's cool. Like I said, she says goodbye. I say goodbye. She turned around, comes right back. Completely, like I said, her cart was like facing the other way, like she was leaving. Turns back to say something, turns her cart back around, starts talking to me again. So I was like, okay. We have a conversation, goes on for like maybe 5 minutes. I say bye again. She says bye again. Turns around, starts going, says turns back around, brings her cart back around facing me. I was like, this is fucking never gonna end, bro.
Hear me out. Wait, is that the end of the story?
No.
Okay, go ahead.
And then she's talking again.
I have a theory.
Yeah, bro. She's talking again. Now she starts talking about like glasses and needing to wear sunglasses. Like, you should always be wearing sunglasses. She's like, I'm this age, and my doctor like told me like everyone should be wearing sunglasses, and the sun's not good for your eyes to have like the sun. So, like, if you have glasses, you should get the things to, like, cover your glasses. I was like, okay, I know. I need to get those. I had glasses before, like sunglasses, but I haven't changed them in a long time, so the prescription is probably not good.
Okay.
Say bye again. She turns around. Tell me how this woman turns back around again, bro. I tried to even leave. I even tried to turn. And then she caught me again like this, and I was like, yo, I need to get out this store.
So,
bro.
how long did this whole conversation last?
I would say I was there for a good 15 minutes. I was like, bro, this is fucking
It was supposed to be in and out?
It was supposed to be in and out.
Damn, bro.
Because I also don't want to be stuck in traffic. But I'm
That's
like,
true.
How do I tell her,
Try and beat
shut
traffic.
the fuck up? Because I'm over this conversation, bro. But I don't want to be rude. And then to make matters even worse, at the end, when she finally did dip, I ran. Because I was like, I'm not fucking doing this again.
You're like, fuck that.
Yeah, but because she looked like she was ready to talk again. I was like, we're not fucking doing this. But at the end, she's like, yeah, sorry, I might talk a lot, but I just care about people. And I was like, oh, imagine if I was a bitch. Like, she's just being nice. Yeah. But I was like, I don't want this interaction no more. She had to be at least in her late 60s.
Late 60s?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think she told me, she was in her late 60s.
Got you.
Yeah.
3 things. It could be 3 things. 1, she could just be a lonely lady. And she just wants to talk to someone.
That's what it seemed like.
Because that happens to me. Yeah. 2, she heard your voice and saw your hands. Automatically, she was like, fuck yeah. Were you wearing gloves?
Nah.
Okay, so she probably, she saw the ring? She didn't give a fuck.
No.
Probably looked at your hands, heard your voice. She's like, okay, I gotta get back to listen to this guy. And 3,
I didn't have my work clothes on too. So, because she even at one point, she was like, oh, you should try this or do that. And she's like, I don't know, I'm telling you that. You're probably so busy working. I was like, okay, yeah. Cool story.
Maybe 3, she just wanted to hook you up.
15 minutes,
Maybe she wanted to hook up. Maybe she just looked at... No, No, but did she give you those kind of vibes?
No, she gave me like the first vibe you said. Like, she just seemed like an old lady that maybe either had a husband and he maybe passed away.
Yeah.
Or just...
Had a voice
I don't know, like, yeah.
Just like that.
But bro, she talked my ear up, and that's why I hate, bro. We said goodbye 3 times,
Damn.
and like I said, she turned around, so I'm thinking, oh, maybe she's gonna say one little thing more and then continue. No, she brought her cart right back and started a whole conversation.
Shit.
I was like, yo, I can't keep doing this.
I'm good. It's good that you weren't mean.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be mean in that situation.
Yeah, I didn't want to be mean, but I wanted to be like, all right,
Yeah,
bro, I have to dip.
Yeah.
Because shit is crazy now.
You didn't do like the 2-step backs?
Nigga, I was fully turned like this, and then she caught me again, and I was like, yeah, right. Yo, I literally turned around, I was like, yeah, right.
There's no way. You're continuing the conversation.
Nah, yeah, I was like, say word, this is still going on.
She completely ignored all your social cues.
100 fucking
She's like, I don't
bro.
care. I'm gonna talk to this guy. Maybe when we get old, we're just gonna have that.
Maybe, and those people are like, shut the fuck up, bro. Like,
yeah, just recognize when they're like, they're pivoting, they're doing like the 2-steps.
Yeah, bro, I was doing 2-step. I was even like answering, yeah, okay, yeah. I wasn't even answering. Like, she had the whole conversation. I was like, this shit, yo. And then I went back the next day. I was like, yo, if I see her, I'm just dipping.
I hear you, bro. I hear you.
But then I walk away from that. There's a motherfucking chickadee in the grocery store.
What's a chickadee?
Them little ass birds.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Wait, chickadee is a real thing?
Yeah.
I thought a chickadee was a Pokemon.
I think that's what it's called. That little like brown bird that's like this big.
Okay.
That's always flying around, and they like go on like the like.
The super fast ones
in the motherfucking store. Just hopping around, and then he flew up. I was like, oh shit.
To where, the produce section?
Nah, to like the flowers. There was like flower section there, and then it flew back down onto the ground.
That's crazy.
I was like, yeah, I'm getting.
Wait. This thing was casually hopping, and
casually walking up in this like he was grocery shopping.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I was like,
that's
nah,
crazy.
bro. Animals are comfortable.
The animals are comfortable.
Yeah. So that was that story. I was like, yo, this can't happen again. Then today, I'm like at work. At one point, there was not a lot of stuff to do.
Okay.
So I was like, I gotta hide. Because there's nothing much to do, and I don't feel like doing anything right now.
Yeah.
So let me just hide somewhere. Tell me how I go onto the second floor of the building.
Okay.
There's no walls, but like there's stairs, and like so I go to the second floor. I'm chilling there for like a good 15 minutes. Then I decide, okay, this is kind of crazy. Let me dip. Let me go back and like see if maybe there's something else for me to do. Tell me how I turned like this, and I saw a shadow. I was like, what the fuck? I turned, a fucking raccoon walked by me. Hey. Like, when I tell you by me, like, he could have brushed up on my leg.
What time was this around?
Like...
in the morning or after?
10:30 in the morning.
That's so early.
Bro, on the second floor of a construction site, and then as soon as he dips by me, his ass just waddling by, all I hear is, oh, shit, you see the raccoon that's on there? I was like, yeah. What the fuck? I was scared.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, he went that way. I'm going to go this way. Damn. I go this way. And then I think somebody was like, coming up or just whatever. I was like, oh, I don't want to see them. So then I went back and I was going to go down the stairs on this side. That's the direction he went, but I'm on the second floor now.
Okay.
Like the floor under him. I'm going, tell me I'm not paying attention. I'm just walking. I get like maybe 5 feet away from the steps. All I see is this. His ass is on the stairs like this. Like that.
Just
Looking at me. So I stopped dead in my tracks. I was like, dang. I started backing up. Tell me how this guy did not take his eyes off of me.
Yeah, bro.
For the longest time. And he just stayed like that on the steps. I was like, hell no, I'm not going there. Bro. I went all the way on the other side of the site and walked down the stairs over there. And then I was like, please don't be on this floor, bro. Please. I just want to get off I just want to get out this site.
So what do you guys end up doing with the raccoon?
Well, this nigga can go up the stairs, so he probably just dipped at one point.
Y'all didn't just flick him out? Like,
flick what, bro? This guy was this fucking big.
They're fat.
Flick what?
Yeah.
And his asses will probably fuck me up. Yo, raccoons are vicious, bro. Flick what? Yo, I'm not touching his ass.
It's just fat muscle, bro.
And especially because like he was there, he was probably scared. So then he probably is gonna attack, right? Yeah. Because he doesn't know what the fuck's going on. There's shit like making sounds, and he's on a concrete floor with all of us. Like, I don't even understand how he got there, but like I said, he obviously was able to walk up the stairs.
And they're flexible as fuck. Yeah. Contrary to their size,
but yeah, what's crazy is literally, like I said, he walked by me, and then all you hear is like other people on the side. Yo, did you all see that raccoon? And I'm like, this nigga just walked right by me, bro. Yeah, and he was a big ass.
That's so surprising.
Scared the shit out of bro. When I tell you, I've never seen like literally could have brushed up on my leg. Like he walked past me like he didn't give a shit about me at first. But then when I was about to come face to face with him, he's like, he was just staring at me like,
hold on now. Hold on now.
I was like, nah, yeah, I'm out. Bro, scared the shit out of me.
That's crazy.
Yo, that's the closest I've ever been to a raccoon.
Don't ever go to Mount Royal then. Don't go there at night.
Yeah, fuck that.
There's like, I call it the raccoon sanctuary, because you have the main area where you see all of Montreal.
Yeah.
But if you keep on going down the path to the right, there's a small like areas. Probably like you can probably fit like 2
raccoons?
cars. Yeah, and there's just benches, and beside all these benches, there are like these groups of raccoons, and they're just chilling there.
And they don't care about you.
They do not care though. So this one lady,
Nah.
I saw this. I was there with my brother and 2 other friends, and bro, they were so like where you were, and I was like probably like this close. I was this close.
And they're just looking at you like
standing up,
say something
with
bro.
his posses, and I was like, holy shit! This pregnant lady, I guess she didn't realize because when she walked and she saw us, and after she saw the raccoons,
she screamed.
Bro, she jumped so high. I was like, you are going to kill your baby. You're going to kill your baby because she like leaped into the air.
Bro.
So yeah, raccoons.
It ain't even about raccoons. Don't care. Animals don't give a care. Animals realize we ain't shit.
Squirrels don't care.
Yo, squirrels don't give a goddamn, bro.
What else? Raccoons.
Rabbits don't even care anymore. And rabbits used to be mad scared.
Yeah, that's scary. That's messed up. Even groundhogs. Is it groundhogs? Yeah, groundhogs.
Because there's one living in my neighborhood right now.
See that shit?
Also,
you're not supposed to see them.
Yeah, I know.
You're not supposed to see them.
know, bro.
So if you know that the one is living in your house,
no, he's in the hood, bro.
He doesn't care. Is he a new one?
No, he's been there for time now. And then I even saw this is actually the coolest thing because I actually never seen a rabbit this small.
Okay.
Bro, I saw a baby. I swear to God, the rabbit was this big.
Oh, freshly newborn?
Yeah, I almost thought it was fake. I was like, what the fuck is that? Bro, he was tiny.
It just looks so tiny.
Yeah, but Aaron told me after, obviously I'm not going to touch it. But he said, do not touch it. He said, babies like that, it's like the mom will like put it there and then like go hunt or something and then come back for it. So it will not fucking move from that position.
So what was this rabbit?
It was like, like the walk path for my house to go to like the main door?
Yeah.
It was like on the side, right near a fence, like under one of those like Fisher Price like cars. It was just there. And I was like, yo, what the fuck is that? Bro, I never seen a rabbit this small. In the wild? Yeah, I was like, yo.
Don't go to freaking Alberta. Because when I went to Alberta, bro, they didn't have rabbits. They had hares.
Oh, those shit are huge.
Nathan, I promise you. I walk at night. I have no problems.
Yeah, no,
right?
this sounds like a goddamn kangaroo.
Nigga, they're huge.
Yeah.
When I tell you, I thought it was like, you know how you have those garden gnomes and those garden animals?
Yeah.
So I thought, oh, well, this is like someone went to like Canadian Tire and got like those like
a big ass
rabbit those thing. Glass like things. No.
Yo, how big was it?
I swear on my soul, bro. I swear on my soul. It was about like this big, lengthwise, and it was like this high.
Holy
I swear
shit.
Bro, when I tell you when it was leaping, you can see its whole body stretch. I was like, this is not cool.
Nah, yeah, this
is scary.
Kick the fuck out of you.
Bro, they're
that
huge.
Shit has to be strong.
And then what's crazy is that when I was walking, because my brother and I, when we were in Alberta, we were walking from I think it was Chick-fil-A. I think it was from Chick-fil-A. We're walking back from Chick-fil-A, and after we're looking around, like we're walking, and I see it right there on the streets. I see like 4 of them under street lights, and I'm like,
nah.
This is not, bro. And that was the crazy thing. When my heart froze, because the moment I was like, why are this dog's ears up?
Yeah. Oh, that would have made me.
And I was like, oh shit, that's not a rabbit. That's not a dog. That's a freaking that's a hare. So and they don't look nice. They don't look.
Yeah, they look goddamn wild.
They look wild.
Yeah.
They look like.
That's what I'm talking about. I don't want to be around that shit. I haven't seen a fox actually the other day.
Oh, foxes are cool.
Me and China went for a walk. Yeah. They're small, so you're like, whatever.
Yeah.
This nigga seen us, and then started taking a couple steps towards us, and I was like, back the fuck up, and then it dipped.
Okay.
I was like, okay.
What color was it? Was it the
like
orange?
red?
The red one?
Yeah, the orange.
Nice. Cool. There was one near my house, and my neighbors, for some reason, were like letting their kids cross the street and approach it, and I was like,
that's crazy.
You see?
That's crazy.
You see, and the funny thing is, I didn't realize I had black neighbors.
They were black?
No.
I think it was the same. There's no way.
Because I have like 2 Arabic neighbors on my left side.
Yeah.
And after my right side, I have like a white family, but next to them is a black family, right? And he know that they moved there.
Oh, the white family was doing white shit, and the black family said, "What the fuck?"
Bro, when we saw them, fucking funny.
You look at each other.
We looked at each other, and we're just like,
ain't Yo, I tell you right now,
Why?
I'll scream at my child. Dude, because
Bro,
I'm not coming to
the
save
top
you.
of my
So, like,
motherfucking
yeah,
lungs.
get
Yeah.
the frig away from
What
me.
are you doing? What are you doing?
Nah,
There.
yeah. And they told him, yo, go see it.
Bro, when I tell you,
What are
there's
what's going on?
I don't I get it. You might love animals, but I'm pretty sure these foxes carry the rabies
Yeah,
virus.
and on top of that, like I said, cool. You like animals.
Mm.
There's a difference between animals that you love and you want to see, and a wild ass animal. The shit is built on instinct.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, maybe it's cute, but it's fucking scared of you.
Yes.
So it probably will attack.
It's going to attack
because it say, "Who the fuck is that?" I need to protect myself. So fuck all this. Oh, it's so cute. I want to see it. Nah,
It's so
bro.
dumb.
Leave it alone.
It's so dumb.
This is why their ass ain't scared of us because we're doing too much shit.
Yeah, because it's too much.
Nah, yeah. So I seen too many animals from my
Have you
life.
seen a large bird?
No, I don't want to.
Nigga, I promise.
I do not.
I promise you, it's like, oh, I understand why an owl. I understand how an owl can just casually pick up a baby deer and just fly away.
Oh yeah, I see. Well,
No
I seen
problem.
like what's it called? Like I think, like a not a herring. Is it a herring?
I don't fucking.
Because there's like the fish, but then there's also like a bird that I think is like the name is similar.
Okay.
But there's like that shit or like a stork type of shit. One time I was like,
What
my
color is it?
grandfather, I don't even remember, this was a long time ago when I was a kid. But
Okay.
my grandfather like brought us to like a forest where he was like doing hunting, and the shit was just in the water with its like leg like there.
Oh.
And when I saw that shit, I was
cool,
like,
huh?
holy fuck.
Yeah, bro.
Yo, bro, this shit was like 5 feet tall.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, I was like, I'm good.
When was this? Like a couple weeks ago, I'm walking normal, and the sun is setting, and I just see the shadow. I see like a shadow. I'm like, oh, okay. I thought it was like a cloud. I was like, no. Like if it was a cloud, it will cover like a bigger like wider vicinity. I'm looking up and I see like it's this bird. I think it flew too far in our direction because it was trying to find a way.
Yeah, it didn't look like it was supposed to be there.
It didn't look like it was supposed to be
Nah.
here. Bro, when I tell you, its wingspan like covered my body.
Oh, hell no.
Like covered it, like shadowed it.
Nah, I don't like
I
that.
was like, you know what? This is scary. And it's huge, bro. It's like, it's not just a bird. It's like, it's a shadow in the air. And that shit, you can see his fucking feet.
Nah,
I'm like, nah, you know what? I'm good.
No, because that shit flies, bro.
And they fly.
I don't like that shit.
And
I don't fly.
Owls, they have harpy owls. They have so many, I think is it the Dracula or the blood Dracula owl or bird?
Fuck that.
It's just red. It's red, white, and black. It's all black and it has red and white like an ascot, right? And that shit, its wingspan is 7 feet.
Nah.
What the hell we do?
I'm not doing that.
And its claws are huge, it's like grabbing on the guy's arms. I'm like, yo, bro, you know what? I'm good. I'm happy I'm living in this.
I don't fuck with birds.
I don't fuck with birds. Those birds, I don't fuck with birds at all. Any kind of birds. Nah. First of all, I want because they'll peck at you.
That's what they can fly, so they could fuck you up and then dip.
And dip. They'll shit on you.
And I think I told this story already when I the house before we met. I think when I was in grade 8, grade 9.
Okay.
I was living in a house, and there was
the
a
one
bird.
In the forest?
No, the one on the other side of the pharmacy on St. John's.
Okay.
Remember that?
No, I don't.
No, I don't think you met me there.
Okay.
But so there we were living there, and there was this bird. That one time, every time we would leave our house, the shit would swan dive and try to fucking attack us. And then we found out it's because its house was there. So every time we came out, it thought it was we were trying to attack it. Bro, literally every time you step out the door, the shit would just come.
That's actually freaked out.
I was like, nah.
That's actually freaked out.
I think one time I was supposed to go to school. I was like, I'm not going. Mom was like, yeah, you are. I was like, the bird's going to get me.
The bird's going to get
me. What?
me.
He's literally attacked. She's like, you'll just have to run. So she literally opened the door and just said, run. And the shit actually still came down. Fuck that,
Your
bro.
mom was real for that. She's like, Nathan, you got to run.
Yeah.
I can't tell you. You got to get your
education. Because we all had to do.
Yeah.
Because every time somebody would come out the house, he would swoop down.
So what did you guys end up doing?
I think at one point he just dipped.
Oh,
I don't know what the fuck, but he literally every time he would just and then come back the other side.
I'm good. I'm good with that.
Until you I guess because the nest was probably right because we had a big ass tree right on the lawn.
Okay.
So maybe it was in that tree.
Gotcha.
So as soon as you passed that, you weren't a threat anymore. But our front door was a threat.
Damn, bro.
So as soon as bro, that shit was scary.
On you, but nigga, what?
Yeah, what are you doing, bro?
What are you doing, bro? Getting too close to my house.
Yeah, that's fucking scared me.
I would never. So
that's why I don't fuck with birds.
I don't know. I don't mind animals. Like I said, we've said this so many times. I personally, I will deal with a cat, but I won't deal with anything else outside of this home. I won't touch it. If I see it, I'll go on the other side of the street, or I'll just like evade it some way, somehow. Because I don't. The scary thing for me, the one thing I don't want is rabies.
Yeah.
I've seen videos documenting people's day one to like their final day of having the rabies virus. It is legitimately the scariest shit. These people cannot drink water.
Oh, hell no.
Their mouth foams up, and literally their body forces them to reject all fluids. You cannot drink water.
That's the thing, because there is a cure, right? It's just
okay. So let me put it this way: like everything else, there's a point where you can cure yourself, but past that point, you're fucked. The thing about rabies, well, the common cold is like, hey, we're going to give you like maybe 2 weeks leeway of like you can get yourself cured before you enter the danger zone.
Yeah.
Rabies is like, nah, man, 48 hours. And you know what's crazy? Shit doesn't symptoms. Oh, I might get this wrong, so don't trust me on this. But I'm pretty sure 12 hours. 12 hours, you'll start getting like headaches, sweating, nausea, stomach aches. 12 hours after the bite. So you have, I said 2 days, right? So
basically,
you have like 36 hours, bro.
Yeah, but so as soon as you get it, you're supposed to get the rabies shot right away, and then you'll be good.
Exactly.
But you'll still have symptoms.
You might get sick, but you won't die. You won't like the fever and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But it won't progress to like cold sweats or diarrhea.
But you'll still have the point where you can't drink water, or this is the point of no return.
After the 48 hours, you're fucked.
But I mean, like fucked as in like you're done.
Meaning like your brain is literally in rapid mode, and like you're foaming. You're having your brain is swelling, your stomach is swelling, and your brain is telling your stomach you need water. But when you drink water, it rejects the water.
Okay, so you actually die.
You die. People die, bro.
Nah.
You cannot, like I said, for common colds, you get, let's say, like, people die from flu, right? Ask yourself, how many of these people say, oh, I'll just deal with it tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
So probably they have like...
rabies ain't no deal. But I think if you get like bit with something that has rabies, you get rushed to the hospital, though.
You can go to the hospital, tell them,
like,
exactly.
You need that shit ASAP. Ain't no freaking waiting in the freaking triage for 20 hours.
And the crazy thing is, if your dogs could carry the virus if they are always outside.
Yeah.
Mingling and like fucking around with other dogs that have the rabies virus. Yeah, they can bring it home.
Hell no.
Some people get it from a cut. Like this lady got I forgot, necrosis. I forgot what it's called, but it's like the flesh eating disease.
Oh.
She had a cut, and the dog came out from outside, licked her. And after
she got rabies on top of that?
No, it wasn't rabies.
Just got the flesh eating disease.
It started with a headache, and then started with cold sweats, and then stomach ache and nausea, and then her body went to like this full like heated. She had to go to the hospital, put her in medical reduced coma. Fingers start fucking dying. But when I tell you, it's crazy. Yeah. I do not want. So, like I said, all this to say, don't touch wild animals. You did a good thing. Yeah. You're like,
hell no, I'm not touching that shit.
I'm good.
Yeah, bro. Talking about, let's go, we pet it. Fuck that. And the way he looked at me, like he looked at me like, nigga, take another step. I dare you to take another step.
Do you know where he was all shift?
Fuck no. I got off of there and I went to the basement.
So you...
Nah, bro, I wasn't playing with that shit no more. I don't know where he went.
Oh, snap.
But I was not going near him.
And second floor.
Yeah, he went all the way to the second floor.
Okay.
Which means...
Mm-hmm. How can you get
there were steps to get to the main floor.
Got it.
Because the main floor is elevated.
Mm-hmm.
And then he has to go up the stairs that has like stairs and then like a landing and then another set of stairs to get to the second floor.
Got you.
Originally, he was on the third floor because I was originally on the third floor. That's crazy.
So he was... What were you doing there looking for food, my dude?
I don't know. I don't know how the fuck he got up there.
How did you get up there?
But like I said, the people that said, yo, did you just see that raccoon? Were on the ground floor. So he went from somewhere. I don't know if he fucking... I guess raccoons are good at climbing, right? So maybe he was able to climb up a column, a concrete. I don't know if they're that G. But they were on the ground floor. I was on the third floor. And I heard them yell, yo, do y'all see this raccoon? And in my head, I said, yeah, nigga, just walked right by me, bro.
So you saw just a black shadow?
Yeah, and scared the shit out of me. So I'm like this. And he was literally right there. Just his ass waddling by me.
Oh.
Yo, when I tell you I was like this, I just started walking that way. Yo, I was scared.
Oh my God.
Because in my head I'm thinking, he walked by me calmly, but I just panicked when I saw him. which probably make him like, what the fuck? And then chase me. If I tell you, if I came here tonight and told you that a raccoon chased me, I might not even be here tonight. I'll be so fucking scared. I don't give a shit who calls me a bitch on the side.
Shit.
I'm screaming.
Shit.
Even me happened to me one time when I was working. We were like at like a site where they were like putting all the materials.
Okay.
And there was, what was it? It was a big ass fucking rat, I think.
Fuck.
Or like, I can't remember exactly what it was. Like a weasel or some shit. Fucking ran out from under like one of the piles of material.
Yeah.
And I almost shit myself. And I think I tried my best because everyone was around me.
Yeah.
But I was like, and they all like looked at me and smiled. I was like, fuck all you, bro. That shit scared the fuck out of me, bro. Especially when you don't know what it is. It just runs off from nowhere.
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
And they all looked at me and laughed. I was like, fuck all you, bro. That scared the shit out of me. And then one of them was like, oh, let's catch it to eat it. I was like, I ain't catching shit, bro. I don't even want to be where I'm at right now.
Fuck no. I'll catch the rabbit and eat that.
Yeah, so, okay. So now our topic, moving on from our crazy story. This is what I had written down. Because it like stemmed from something that happened at work as well.
Okay.
But I realized you're African. Both your parents are African.
Yeah.
I'm biracial. I know my mom's background slightly, but nothing like crazy. And because now growing up with my dad, I never really knew my dad's background, but I was always curious.
Gotcha.
So my question was thinking like, what do you think the difference is of like growing up, knowing your culture, and like me, like you never had to worry about like where you're from. Your dad told you where you're from. You learned about your culture, so you knew like you had like kind of pride, which you still do, right?
Yeah.
So you could tell people about your culture. I never had that. And remember, even I told you when I was younger, I didn't even know. I used to try to make shit up to like people ask me, "Well, where's your dad from?" So I used to just try to think of the most like black thing I could think of. And then I think one point, which I realize now at this point, I think people were making fun of me because I only found out later on. Because at first I thought I was from South Africa because somebody had mentioned maybe that's the case.
I thought you were South African.
Yeah, but then I think people were saying that because there's a lot of white people in South Africa too, right? So I think they were saying because I'm so pale, they're like, oh, maybe you're South African. So I just ran with it because I was like, it's African, right? Maybe that is my roots. Gotcha. Or I think I heard even a cousin say that that's what they thought we were from. So then I ran with that for so long. And I remember one time in grade 10, we were talking about that, and the teacher was saying like, oh, who here's from the West Indies? My dumb ass, not knowing, I was like, and he's like, oh, where? I was like, South Africa? The whole class stared at me. I was like, oh, fuck, bro. But I mean, not knowing your culture, right? I was like, this is bitch.
Oh, fuck.
And then to find out when I did my own research from like hearing about the Book of Negroes and like the like trade like with Nova Scotia, then I found out that I was like my background's actually Jamaican. But then I actually felt good and I wanted to learn about that thing. Because like a lot of people even now, so now that I know that my background is Jamaican, I'll tell people like, oh, my dad's Jamaican, my mom is French Canadian. And then even my wife will say like to me sometimes, she's like, why don't you just tell people you're Scotian? Because also, like I was thinking if I tell people Jamaican, they'll know, okay, you're biracial, half black, half white. I feel like if I tell people Scotian, they might, oh, he doesn't look very black, so maybe he's just tan skin. So I was like, if I say Jamaican, they know I'm part black.
Got you.
But then I find out that Nova Scotia is mad black.
Yes.
So when you do say you're Scotian, most of the time people will, especially me, I have an afro, right? But so I realized like it's almost like a trauma that I have that not knowing my like culture or background for so long made me want to know about it to the point where it actually happened this week at work. This guy was talking to me, says good morning and all that, and then said, where are you from? I automatically thought he was asking my background.
Okay.
So I said, oh, my dad's Jamaican and my mom's French Canadian. He's like, oh, damn, that far? He's like, I meant like, where'd you come from in the morning?
Oh.
I was like, oh, and I was like, is this a trauma from never knowing your background and now finding it out and being like excited to tell people? Because I automatically assumed that's what he was asking. And then after that, we had a conversation, but because it's not the first time I talked to him. So because he asked where you're from, I was thinking, oh, he must be curious because I don't necessarily look a certain way, right? But he was not asking that, oh, this nigga want to know what city I live in.
Oh.
So I was like, you never had to deal with that. You always knew your background. You always, I never knew. And now even still to this day, I had to do my own research to look it up. And I still have to do my own research. My dad's not here anymore. And he didn't know much about it either. He just knows Nova Scotia because that's where he's from. But my actual background is Jamaican. So just like, what do you think or like, do you think there's like, I guess, like a confidence, a confidence in knowing your background or your culture compared to somebody who doesn't?
Yes, but to be honest with you, the way you're feeling, sometimes some people will make me feel that way when their parents, like when I'm with other Ghanaians who have been to Ghana several times, who have lived in Ghana
Oh,
several
okay, yeah,
times,
they'll be like, you're not
who
true Ghanaian.
exactly like Eric Preach, right? Preach.
Yeah,
Um, have you ever seen his documentary when he was talking
yeah, I
about his
think I
hate?
did
Okay,
a bit.
and there's this thing he was saying that when I went to see the, because he had like this whole like viewing and he had a Q&A afterwards, and in the Q&A you can ask him questions, and I wish I asked him, but he was talking about someone asked him a question um about like the pride and the question he asked, and he was saying that in these kind of countries, like in Haiti, someone will be like, "Oh, I'm true Haitian because I go to Haiti every year," and
Yeah,
some other guy will laugh and be, "Haha, you go to Haiti every year? Well, I've lived in Haiti for 5 years, right?"
yeah.
Another man will be like, "Haha, you lived there for 5 years?
I've never
I lived there
left.
for my whole life,
Yeah,
right?" There's always going to be someone who's going to look at you and be like, "You're not truly this person. You're not
yeah,
truly this ethnic group or this nationality because of the amount of time you've lived
yeah.
there,
You've been
right?
there.
If you're not there for like some people would say like, oh, you're not true Ghanaian if you lived in Ghana, like my dad, right?
Yeah.
Some
Oh,
people would
because
be
he
like, oh,
left.
you left Ghana, you haven't been in Ghana, you haven't lived in Ghana for so long, you're no longer Ghanaian, you're now Canadian, right?
Yeah.
At the end of the day, like we're all going. I face these kind of situations, and to be honest with you, I was angry at my father for some time because from when I was growing up, I wanted to know so much, everything about Ghana. I want to know everything. I want to just go there. I want to experience everything when I was
Yeah.
younger. And I want to know like the more language and all this and that. But single father raising like so many
I
boys
didn't
and
have
girls,
time
he
really
doesn't
to.
have time, right? So, but even though I tried to understand that, I was still annoyed because I was like, oh shit, when you die and I'm here, I have my kids, I can't carry that kind of pride, right? And that was I was like having this existential like moment. So at first there was a time when I felt ashamed, I felt embarrassed, I felt um
Oh, because you didn't know more about your culture.
yeah, I didn't know more. And I was like,
Yeah.
oh, but then my cousins came in 2007, and I remember that summer. I used to I had my own room, right? I
Yeah.
used to sleep in their room on the floor,
I
put
just
my
to be.
pillow,
Yeah.
and it was just like, tell me everything, everything about Ghana. I want
Yeah.
to know the kings, I want to know the queens, I want to know why Ghana was named after an empire. I want to know all these things. I just tell me everything. What happens? The good, the bad, the ugly, right? And till this day, Felix still sends stuff. Shout out to you, Felix.
Yeah.
And so with them and the way these guys have been in, like they lived in
Yeah. They
Ghana.
lived there.
They've known the good, the bad, the ugly. And for these people to say I'm the Ghanaian, I'm cool. I don't give a fuck what the world
Yeah.
says, right? But if you don't have, I can see where there's like this feeling of not hopelessness, but feeling lost if you don't have people to reaffirm who like your identity.
Yeah.
You
Yeah. Well,
know?
especially like I said in my case where I'm biracial, and
Mm-hmm.
I grew up with my white mother,
Mm-hmm.
so I never knew my black side really.
True.
And then even my white side, my
Mm-hmm.
mom was adopted, so it wasn't even truly my white side.
Yeah.
And then on top of the fact, wasn't truly my white side, and we was the only two black kids in the whole family.
Yeah.
So then on top of that, I don't know anything about my black side.
Mm-hmm.
This is not actually my real white family. It's
Mm-hmm.
my mom's adopted family,
Mm-hmm.
and we're the only two black people in this whole family.
Bro, you experience more of racism. I
Yeah,
want you experience not only like racism, but like discrimination.
yeah,
Like okay,
and that's what,
racism and
yeah,
discrimination.
and that's why, like I said,
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I get annoyed
Okay,
because
go
like
ahead.
people will be like, "Oh, you're too light. Like you don't look black. Nobody
Mm-hmm.
thinks you're black." But I identify as that
Mm-hmm.
because of my like how I grew up, my
Yeah,
personal
your
experiences. Because like for
experiences.
example,
Mm-hmm.
I've been called the N word.
Mm-hmm.
I've been told to get out of line because you're not my color.
Which is
I've had an
wild.
afro. I've had braids and all this kind of stuff because
Yeah.
my hair and my all that. So I can go and talk to my white family about this, but they have no idea what I'm talking about.
You know how
But I
crazy
could
that
talk to you about it
is? Yeah.
and that. So then
Yeah.
I identify with that.
Yes.
So
The
even though yes,
experience.
I do have my white side,
Mm-hmm.
it's not that I just don't claim my white side. It's just I grew up in that area, and
Mm-hmm.
so I understand that. But I
Mm-hmm.
never grew up with my black side.
True.
But I experienced more of what they experienced.
Mm-hmm.
So as soon as I do get to talk to black people,
Mm-hmm.
I can understand more where they're coming from because
Yeah.
that's what I experienced. Like
Yeah.
I can, like I said, I can talk to a white person
Mm-hmm.
about like, oh, have you ever been told to get out of line because you're not their color? They'd be like, no.
Yeah.
But you would understand that,
Yeah,
or
I
somebody
would.
else. So
Yeah.
that's why I identify that way. But people are like, oh, but you don't look black. I was like,
Which
yeah,
is so
but
fucking
you know how
stupid.
many colors there are of black people?
Yeah.
The complexions is crazy. There's black people that are lighter than me and full black.
True. You know what's even
Totally.
funnier? What's crazy is that the idea of black and white, the way that people go about it, it's such a Western thing. Because for example, South Africa, you will be considered colored.
Yeah.
Not necessarily because they don't have black white. They have colored.
Yeah.
They have white.
Well, don't they have? I think they have black and
black,
colored, right?
Yeah,
like
black,
I'm
white,
colored, you're
and
black.
Yeah. Right. And so it's funny how they say that. Second, it's funny because my niece's aunt calls you the Jamaican friend. So and three, it's like it's crazy how you're saying this, and then you have other people, like you have white people, some white people who will be like, slavery has been gone for so many years. You guys don't face these kind of shit.
Yeah.
But it's like you literally said, bro, you weren't born in segregation.
No.
Yeah, you had someone say get out of the line because you're black. You know how fucking crazy that is, bro?
And on top of that, in a church camp.
Don't get me started. Don't get me started
When
with
I
this
tell you I
church
was
shit.
shocked.
Oh
I was
man.
Like, word? Jesus told you to say that shit? Yo, I was confused, bro.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Oh
that's what I
my
mean. So that's why
God.
like the shit gets on my nerves. Oh, you don't look black. And like I said, which I told my wife as well,
Mm-hmm.
I think for like biracial people, one of the biggest, like at least facial features that gives away that you're black is your nose. If you have the wider nose, doesn't matter how light your complexion is, as long as you have curly hair and a wider nose, people will be like, oh, he has to be mixed with something. But because I have the slimmer nose, I no longer have my hair, so I don't even have my afro. People just look at me and like I said, I get Arabic all the time.
True.
And then with my beard doesn't help.
Yeah.
Which I need to say, I need to go try to get that Miracle Grow because this shit needs to fill in, bro. I haven't shaved.
Damn, bro. That's
in
crazy.
8 months.
That's crazy. Go
That's
to Princessa.
as thick as it gets.
I think Princessa still has it. Pretty much, you might have to just go do the whole grow routine where you have to like scrub down your skin, then apply the oils and stuff.
Yeah.
It'll work. But like,
go on.
This other thing, because my sister and I were having this conversation, right? And remember how we also had this conversation regarding like parents teaching culture to the children. Like how you were talking about the way you grew up and your wife grew up. Right?
Yeah.
Remember how you were telling your wife like your
because
dad.
she thinks like, oh, you're a lot more black than me.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, because of people I grew around, but you were raised by a black man.
Exactly. So because yes, experience, but yours was like your experience was more like being exposed to things, right?
To different cultures.
From like outside.
Yeah.
Whereas your wife is like, no, that experience was inside.
Yeah.
It was home.
But she didn't realize that because she grew up in a white area.
She grew up in
so
a white area.
what she grew up with in home was just normal to her. It didn't seem black. It was just the norm.
That was the norm.
But then everything else she saw was white. So she just assumed her experience is she grew up around white. But she doesn't realize she grew up in a black house.
Yeah.
Because like I said, there's things that her dad told her that she could probably relate to other black people that I might not even know because I didn't grow up with it. But because of the experiences or the other cultures I've seen, I can tell her, oh no, that thing that you grew up with, that's definitely a black thing.
Yeah.
Oh, that's definitely a black thing.
100%. And so one thing my sister and I were talking about, it's like more and more cases. Have you ever heard like, when you see a biracial person, you can tell whether or not their mom is white or black.
Yeah.
You heard about that?
Yeah.
Because, and at first I was like, okay, maybe that's just a stereotype, but more and more, it rings true. Where you see the people who are biracial, who are more, let's say, pro-black or more ingrained in the culture, most likely their moms is the black one in the family, right? And for some reason, I don't know why, but every single time I see these kind of cases, like it's the mom who's like, this is your culture. These are your people. This is your language. These are your customs. These are the things you can wear.
They're going to teach you it.
They teach you it. But like, for some reason, us black men, it's like, it's weird. It's like you marry a white woman or someone else, and it's like you don't carry on the traditions. You don't carry on the customs. I don't give a fuck, guys. I know you guys are going to be mad. I know people are going to be mad.
Comment, bro.
I know they're going to leave a comments, but I 100%, I wholeheartedly believe it because I've seen so many examples on the internet, street interviews, just conversations where you can tell, oh, this person's mom, the cocoa butter, the brushing your teeth, the way you do the hair, the way you do your skincare, the
Yeah.
way you like I don't know, just common black customs, like things like kitchen rule, the bathroom rules, using so many products. You can tell, oh, your mom, you grew up with a mom who was black, right?
Yeah.
Or if you have a father, let's say you have the father is the one who taught you the culture. Most likely, he grew up in that single household with the mom.
Yeah,
The mom
which
was
is my wife's situation. Like she grew up with her dad,
ex-
but he grew up with his mom, like
bro. You see,
single black mom.
you see what I'm talking about? It just makes sense. So I know people are gonna get mad and going to be like, "Well, I'm the outlier. I'm the outlier." But I'm telling you right now, when you see those black men
Yeah.
who are just shitting on other black women, who are shitting on the black community, ask yourself the question. Okay, ask yourself the question: do you think they're passing on the black culture, the traditions, the taboos, like the things we don't do? Do you think they're passing it on to their children? Guarantee you're not gonna see that.
Well, I was gonna say, I feel like maybe more now, not
Mm-hmm.
when we were younger, but like the generation now, there's
Mm-hmm.
more like biracial couples, and I feel like both parents do try to show the culture. Because I've seen like, well, it
Okay.
could just be from the internet, but I've seen like families on the internet, like mixed families,
Mm-hmm.
and like it could be like a Filipino mom and a black dad, or just a white mom and a black dad, and you
Mm-hmm.
can see that the dad, but they're also together. So I guess it depends on the family dynamic.
Mm-hmm.
But you can see that the father actually is showing like part of his culture,
Mm-hmm.
and then the mother showing her culture. So I feel
True.
like maybe back when we were younger.
But okay. Again, take it how you want to take it, people. But I think it's specifically, or it's majorly pushed when a black man marries a white woman.
Yeah, like that
Right?
exact dynamic.
Not like a black man marry like a Filipino, or a black man marry Afghani, black man marry Iran. Like I've seen the combinations, black and Indian, and you
Yeah.
see the you
Yeah,
see
well,
them
I feel
proud.
like because those are also like Indian, Filipino. These people are also super proud of their culture, so
Culture.
they're gonna say it.
Exactly.
Whereas white people, not to be mean,
Mhm.
but a lot of them either don't know their background
Mhm.
or they just I'm just white.
I'm just
But
white.
they know they could actually be Irish. They could be all these things, but
Exactly.
they don't actually know it. So there's nothing. All they teach their kids, I guess, is their experience,
Mhm.
which might be whatever that was that they grew up in, not necessarily their culture. Whereas black people, like you said, from their mother or whoever, learned about their culture, so then they want to share it.
Yes.
Also.
So yeah, it's
yeah.
you. I see this all the damn time, and when you see like a black and Filipino, black and Afghani, black and Iranian, black and Japanese, like
Black and Spanish.
black and Spanish. There's always this what was I say? Like you when you look at their cultural like the ways of like their cultures, right?
Yeah.
Maybe the way they dress or like customs and all that stuff, traditions. Not everything is the same, but I guess the respect towards the customs and traditions are like they see it within each other, right? Like for example, remember how we were talking about how we were talking about ABBA,
Yeah.
and I was like, I said ABBA has to stop fucking with these women who are so like tethered to the internet and all that shit.
Yeah.
Get yourself a woman of culture, right? And I don't mean like the women who are like the old school. I'm not talking about old school. I'm talking about the mentality where it's like how ABBA has that integrity.
Yeah.
Maybe I think that integrity part of him comes from the culture he was raised in,
100%.
right?
Yeah.
And that's what I mean. You meet a woman who's of a culture where they hold their integrity, and when they deal with an issue, they don't go on the internet and be like, "Hey, I was dealing with ABBA for 5 months." No, you don't deal with that shit. You get me?
Yeah.
You have someone who's like, "Okay, this was a fucked up relationship. Maybe we're not going to be together, but I'm not going to make like a 45 an hour video exposing you. You know?
No, yeah.
It's such a now thing.
Yeah, 100%.
It's such a now thing.
Which I was gonna say, actually going back to like pretty much the beginning, the funny thing about like what you said with the how like I tell people, oh, I'm Jamaican, and how you were saying like people will tell you, oh, you're not Ghanaian because you've never been there. The first question that I always get after I tell people that is,
Did you go?
oh, have you been to Jamaica?
Yeah.
And I always have to say no
No.
because I've never been. I want to go.
And somehow they always try to disqualify you.
Yeah, as oh, if you've never, I think somebody actually said, oh, if you've never been, then how are you Jamaican?
You
I
get
was
me?
like, yo, because I said my background. I was like, you probably Irish. You don't even fucking know that. Have you ever been to Ireland?
You
no,
know?
but you tell
But
people
there's
that you're
always
Irish,
a pass.
right? Yeah,
And there's a pass. It's crazy, right?
yeah,
Scottish. Oh, you're Scottish? Cool.
yeah. Cool.
You're Irish? Cool. Okay, cool. You're Czech? Cool.
But
You're
I feel
Russian?
like that's
cool.
because like they're white.
Exactly.
So, but because
There
I'm
you go.
biracial,
It's like, oh,
And if I say I'm Jamaican, they're looking, okay, but where?
but where? Like,
Yeah, where is your Jamaican?
are
Because I don't see Jamaican.
show me. Oh God!
Yeah.
And then somehow you feel like you have to prove to these people.
Yeah.
Like, oh my God, my niece. I was like, yo, you're never doing this again. So my niece went to school. So my niece is half Ghanaian, half Jamaican. And at school, she has a white friend. First of all, she was telling my niece when she got her hair braided that the braids are not from the braids that she's doing are not rooted in African tradition. Fuck you. So my niece was like, so when my niece got twists, she said, "Oh, I'm finally wearing a black hairstyle. I'm finally black." I'm like, Harmony, wait. You've been doing box braids. You've been doing the small braids. You've been doing all these things. What do you mean you only do like the twist is the only black style? And she's like, she mentioned, I'm not going to say the girl's name, but she says her friend's name, and she said that the hairstyles are all white. So right there, my niece was like feeling a type of way that, oh no, like she's quote unquote like white dressing or you know. And then so I had a whole conversation with my niece about that. Then a week ago, my niece comes home and she starts doing the most stereotypical Jamaican. Yeah, man. Yeah, what? Bum the car. I was like, what the frick? And I'm like, what is this? I'm like, I call my niece. I'm like, come in. And she's like, what? I'm like, what is this? Where is this coming from? And again, that same white friend.
Yeah, because she's trying to.
She's like, she says to my niece, oh, you don't act like a Jamaican. You don't talk like a Jamaican. And my niece is like, what do you mean? And she's like, my niece tells me, so blank was teaching me how to be a Jamaican.
That's crazy,
bro.
I
was so mad, and I was like, and she was making them, and this girl was taking the most stereotypical Jamaican things.
Of course.
And she's like, ganja. I'm like, do you know what ganja is? Do you know what ganja is? And she's like, no. Of course.
Don't say it.
You know, but it's like. You're trying to learn.
She's trying to fit in because this person's making her feel like she doesn't fit in, even though she knows she's Jamaican and she knows she's Ghanaian.
Exactly.
But now this person is making you second guess yourself. So same thing like with me.
Exactly.
I didn't know for a long time, and then when I knew, I actually did look up stuff. So I looked up music, I looked up food, I looked up all kinds of things.
Yeah.
So then I would talk about it or I would try to make it. But then, like I said, people still, oh yeah, but you don't look it. Yeah. I was like, yeah, there's also white Jamaicans, bro.
Exactly. There are people that lived in Jamaica who are white.
Yeah.
So what? I don't get. Like you said, it's
peer pressure. Bro.
It's the peer pressure, and the thing is, I told my niece, don't ever do that. We're not doing that. We're not putting that shit in this house. We're not having this kind of conversation because the thing is, they think that you have to speak in patois or it's in the. I'm not gonna say broken English. Because that's also fucking rude and racism. But you speak in a different dialect.
Yeah.
In order to prove your identity.
Yeah.
And going to high school, because she's in high school next year, it's going to be a battle. Like how we faced it.
Yeah. Which I would say maybe
it's
not as much because then in high school, I feel like there's the people at their age understand more about their culture and they'll meet a lot of different people probably because it's like all the elementary schools or whatever all kind of coming together. So there's going to be more cultures around them. They're probably going to see more Ghanaian people. Is there any Ghanaians in their school? That's what I mean. So they're probably going to meet Ghanaian people. They're probably going to meet more Jamaican people.
There you go. Like all my nieces' friends are most of them. Okay, but actually, I would say 80% white.
For sure.
20% is like Asian, Indian, and black. Right?
Even my kid's school, bro.
I mean,
I think my daughter, there's her, she's biracial, and then there's one little black boy in her class, I think.
Wow.
And then in my other son's class, is there any black kids? He might be the only one, to be honest, in him. And then my oldest, there's at least one that's like biracial also. Oh, there's 2 or 3 kids that are biracial. One's black Spanish. The other one is black and white, like him. And then I think there might be another kid, but I honestly can't tell. He seems like he might be East African.
Okay.
So I just don't know exactly if he's East African or South Asian. But he looks kind of more East African.
Wait, East African? Oh, okay.
Like, I don't know if it's Sri Lanka or something like that, but he looks more black to me.
But
he has that complexion. I say his hair, he has like curly hair, but it's not tight curls. It's like loose curls.
What's his name? Oh, no, don't say that. But does he have a cultural name?
I was going to say, I was going to say we'd have to like blank it out, but I can tell you after. But by his name, it kind of sounds like he's probably East African, I would say.
Gotcha. Okay. But yeah, so like I don't
Yeah,
know,
so
man.
there's not that many even there. So I can understand.
So I hope I truly hope that my
High school,
niece
definitely they're gonna see a lot.
meets. Yeah, I hope that she meets because high school. I think they still do it cultural days
Yeah,
where there. I hope my nieces can ask my sister and I to do stuff because I don't think we had cultural day in high school, right? Kind of,
yeah, I'm pretty sure.
but I
Yeah,
never
well, there's like,
really represented us. But at my old school, we had the Ghanaian section. And it was so
yeah,
cool. Some people brought fufu, some people brought jollof, some people brought like these let's just put them like it's not milkshake. It's like a refreshing drink. Like Ghana's
yeah.
equivalent of a milkshake. Made with cassava, super great. And you had
Sounds
the
gangster.
attire, you had the instruments that we would play, and after the kind of stuff that the artifacts and all that, it was so
Yeah,
damn cool. And so I just hope that my niece will like have friends and realize those friends that let her be proud of who she is, you know?
yeah. Also,
And
even
yeah.
me, bro. In high school, we had what's called the Black History Month and the Black
Yeah.
History Show. Every single year of high school, I wanted to be part of it, but I
Okay.
was too ashamed and too scared
Neither
that
do
if
ever
I would
let you.
go and be like, "Oh no," they're gonna say, "Oh,
I get you though.
you're
I
not
get you.
like black enough."
But I think
Even though almost all my friends were in it,
mhm,
even some of my biracial friends were in it, but they
yeah.
were like they looked more on the black side.
But there were some people, bro. There were a lot of
Yeah,
people
there
that
was
were
even
there.
white people in
Yeah,
there. Yeah, yeah,
exactly.
bro. But I had fear.
But I get you. I get you because it's like if you meet some people that don't make you feel like you belong
Yeah, and I've been, and
or
even some of the people that used to
make you
like
feel like an outsider.
created or like be like the organizers,
Yeah.
my friends knew them because they were like their older siblings' friends.
Mm-hmm.
And so I would be in that group of friends and I'd
Mm-hmm.
be talking with these people, but
Mm-hmm.
I would still seem or feel, or they would even make me feel like I was the white kid in
The
the
white
group.
kid. Yeah.
Like, you know, how many times people call me that I was a white boy with an afro? I was like, bro, how do you think I got this afro?
Which is crazy. Which is
So that's
wild.
what I mean. So yeah,
So
every single year I was like, okay,
mhm.
no, this year I'll do it.
Yeah.
And then almost in grade 11, I was about to do it. And then I was like,
Mm,
fuck it, bro.
yeah.
I was like, fuck it. And then never
Yeah.
did it every single year.
Yeah.
So maybe one of my kids might be down to do it if they still do that.
It's just like
But
there comes a time when, like, I think that questioning your identity, no matter where you come from, right?
yeah,
Because here's the flip side. I've spoken to people whose parents were literally like Black Panther Party equivalent like mindset
Yeah.
and lifestyle, right? Where they have their own gardens, they build their own kind of stuff, where they have their fruits and vegetables and stuff, because they don't want to rely on the white man and all that. They've read the books,
Damn.
they've watched the movies. Like I mean, like these there's like the pro black, right?
Yeah.
Um,
Lauren Hill style.
even worse.
Yo, Lauren
Even
Hill
worse.
is extreme, bro.
Even like yeah. But like I'll give you one example. One of them said that she was friends with a white guy, and she was cool with a white guy, and her dad was like, okay, fine, whatever, right? I can't force you to like. But then there was one time when it was prom, so they grew up with one another for
Yeah.
so long. The white guy, salute
Aster.
to you, somehow was able to be okay with knowing that her father does not fuck with him. But then one time he asked her out on prom,
That's
and the father literally told her, America, I will shoot this guy if he takes you out to prom.
Say word.
You can hang out, no, you can be friends and all that, but if I know that you guys are going to prom together, I know things are going to be done, and I would rather kill this guy than let the white guy sleep with my black daughter. So here's the flip side. Your whole identity is in blackness,
Yeah.
right? But then you move out. You go to the city. You're in an environment. You're in an office where you have black, white, international, all these people, right? And now it's like you come from this background where it's all pro black, but you're experiencing life from other perspectives. There's a conflict,
Yeah.
right? And then sometimes they feel like, oh, I'm betraying my own people if I realize that I like this person. I want to ask this person to go on a date, and we go on a date, but they're not black. You know?
Yeah.
So and they feel this type of way. So again, we all, I think, a part of our lives, everyone's lives, is like there's always going to be a conflict in our
Questioning your identity.
And
Yeah, that's what I
question.
said. I would say the only thing for me that it made it even more extreme is the way I grew up, not having my father there, which was my black side, and then my white side not even necessarily being my actual white side, which was even also cool when I did meet my birth grandmother. she like told us about our side of the family, and then I saw like a picture of my grandfather, or my great grandfather, which was her father, and there was like resemblances to him. So even though that was still my white side, it was still interesting to learn. I was learning about him. He would like play the piano. He liked music and all that. So like I said, I never like disregarded my white side. It's just my lived experience felt more like a black lived experience. Like I could talk to a black person more and they would understand more. But like I said, because there are people like, well, why do you just disregard your white side? It's not that I disregard my white side. I grew up and everybody saw me in that light. So that's how I grew up. But then as I get older, people are like, no, you're not this. I was like, wait a second. You don't know my lived experience? And that's the other thing too. It's crazy to think you question your identity because other people telling you you're not the thing that you know you are.
I promise you.
And it's like, yo, why is this shit even affecting me, bro? How you gonna tell me like I was a grown ass adult in an office and people would ask me because like you said, you in the office there was people from this country, that country, and they're I'm Sri Lankan or like that I'm like Filipino. You never see me say, oh, you don't look it, but then I say, oh yeah, my dad's Jamaican, and I was, oh, you don't look it. It's like, Nick, fuck you.
Exactly.
You don't look like from where from. Like,
it's like, yo, okay, so you're from this place. Do you have a turban? Oh, you don't look it because you have a turban. It's the most stereotypical thing, right? It's like, oh, you need to fit the stereotypes of what exactly this is, or else I question who you are.
Yeah. And that was cool because we even had like those like office like get-togethers. And one time we did like a potluck, and everybody brought something from their country. So I felt good because I actually made some Jamaican style thing, and I brought it. Everybody loved it. So I was like, oh, I don't look Jamaican. I don't like that. But I actually can bring something from the culture, and now you like it.
Yeah, you like it.
So
it's
pick
crazy,
one, bro.
It's man.
But yeah, what's funny too, because like we were saying, how you're saying like even somebody like you, somebody will tell you, oh, you're not Ghanaian because you've never been there. We had a friend that we used to hang out with. This guy is mom is black, dad is 75%, but pretty much like looks black. And he said when he went to like the country his dad's from, his grandfather, which I think is biracial, but he's lived in that country his whole life, would call him white boy. He's like, oh, because you're not from here, like you're from Canada. He's like, nigga, I'm blacker than you, bro. Literally. You're biracial. My father's 75 and my mom is black, which means I have more black in me than you. But you call me white boy because I'm not from this country.
It's crazy, bro.
That's like,
it's crazy.
I don't get it, bro.
So at some point, it's either because some people never really recover, right? They can be like 40 years old and still have this conflict of identity. I've seen this so many times. And then there are other times when, like, for real, like for myself, right? Because you see my cousin Felix, he has 4 kids, right? And they're all biracial, right?
Yeah.
My brother, he's having 3 kids.
They're biracial.
Biracial, right? Filipino and Ghanaian, right? My nieces, well, okay, yeah, I wouldn't say biracial, I guess, in terms of ethnicity.
Yeah, no, I guess in terms of ethnicity.
Not race, right?
Yeah.
But okay, anyways. Yeah, but look, okay, you know.
But like, they're not like you, like Ghanaian on both sides.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's only my cousin, like my 2 other cousins, like Felix's brother, he's married to a Ghanaian, and my other cousin, Ernest, he's married to a Ghanaian, right? But it's like, after with me, like maybe I might marry someone who's not Ghanaian. The thing is, at some point, I stopped worrying about proving to the world who I am, and I embrace who I am. You get me?
Yeah.
I'm like, who am I? Like, I'm TT Awesome. I've learned. I know how to cook Ghanaian food. I know these things. I know the customs. I know what to do. So I know like, my people.
Who cares what these people say?
I don't care. And even if but at the same time, because there was also a time when I was questioning my identity, I explored. It gave me a opportunity to explore more about my culture, like not only just being Ghanaian, but being black, being a man, being someone who loves like certain things, you know, music and all that stuff. It allowed me to dabble. So when I come back home and when I have my kids, I'm going to show them all this, right? Because being Ghanaian should not just be like, oh, you have to be born there, you have to eat fufu every day, and you have to say kwasea 25 times a day, right? You know, fuck you. My identity is my experiences, and though both my parents being Ghanaian is like give me a foot into Ghanaian culture. It's not all who I am. Yeah, I give you everything that I've experienced in life.
Which I was gonna say, I feel like I can already see the difference too with my kids. Okay, because they're biracial. I'm Jamaican and French Canadian. My wife is French Canadian, and you're gonna love this one, but you already know, mostly Nigerian, right? But so because of that, close. we talk about different places, right?
Yeah,
So,
okay,
but because
fine.
of that, we're like our family is like complete. We're not like separated, all that.
Mm-hmm.
So I show the kids some stuff about Jamaica, and they know they're
Mm-hmm.
part Jamaican. And my wife shows them certain things for Nigeria,
Mm-hmm.
so they know they're part of that. And they can learn stuff from my mom too, so they have that, and then my brothers and all that.
Yeah.
So they have all that. So just that they can already see like there's certain songs that we listen to, and then my kids will say these are Jamaican songs. Like yes, and then we'll have rice. I'll make like specific like Jamaican style rice, or I'll make certain foods, and so they already have that in them. Like they have those certain things from the culture, or just certain things that they know about it that I didn't have growing up. So I feel like I can already see a difference there.
Yeah.
Although I've realized my kids, well, I'm trying to think. The older one, I think, realizes that like he's biracial and like can know that okay, I'm part black and that. My middle son doesn't give a shit. Like, and he also, I don't think he thinks he's black at all.
Okay.
Because even like I think, yeah, this actually pissed him off, which is hilarious. At the beginning of the school year, I think either last year or this year, the teacher had to put like little like place things on the tables, right, so the kids know where to go. Keon's the only black kid in the class, technically, right? So she put like little pictures of like little cartoon characters of the kids with their name, and so she put a little like black kid or a little biracial kid on his thing. He was not having it. He's like, "Why'd you do that?" And she's like, "Well, I just put like your little cartoon character for your like desk." He said, "No, I want one like that." So he wanted to be like
A white
everybody
boy?
else in the class. Yeah,
Okay.
because I guess he doesn't see himself like that.
Okay.
Which I guess also brings up that conversation that we had talked about is when do you tell like your kids that the world might actually see them differently so that they're not shocked by it?
The way it was introduced to me, I'll be honest, what my father did first was tell me like you're a Ghanaian.
Yeah.
These are the beautiful things.
Which I've already told my
Right?
kids, right? Like they're
Exactly.
Jamaican. They're...
You show them the beauty of who you are.
Yeah.
Because you start with the positives, and after you go into the negatives, and you'll be like, some people might not understand who you are. Some people might look at you differently. And
Yeah.
so when some kid at the library, I'm pretty sure I said this so many times. I went to the library, and I was studying, and some boy just walked up to me and was just like, "Why are you black?" Bro, it was the most.
Yeah, you're so confused. Like, what the fuck do you mean,
he
bro?
was just like, he was just a little kid fidgeting, licking his lips, like, doing
and then
that.
you feel like you look at yourself like,
and he's like,
what the fuck does that
black?
mean, bro?
And I remember, I remember because there's this one lady. I don't know how she's still alive, because I've known her since I was a kid. She works at the library, still to this day. This tall lady, curly hair. She's so stretched. She's the librarian that tells you to shh. And I remember when the kid said that, she looked, and I always see her angry or just has a stern face.
Yeah.
She looked at me with like, "Oh my, I'm so sorry that this is happening to you."
Yeah. She's black?
No, she's this white lady.
Ah, okay.
And I was like, cool, it's cool. I was in college then, and after I just told him like, I was born this way.
Oh, okay. A little kid. I
was a
thought
little kid.
you were little.
Oh no,
also.
I wasn't a little kid. He was a little
okay.
kid, and I was like, in my 20s, and he was like maybe 5 or 6. And after he just looks at me, after I'm like, first of all, let me tell you something. I was fucking scared. Because why is this kid coming up? No, bro. I swear to you, I know that Blackish made an episode talking about it.
Yeah,
no, but
100%.
I promise you, that is 100% real people. If you don't know,
100%.
it's 100. I would never be comfortable being in an elevator with a white girl, little boy, right there. I'm dead scared. But if there's a black boy, yo, where's your mom? That's the first question. Where's your mom? Where's your dad? Right? But anyways, this white boy comes up to me, asking me like, "Why are you black?" And after I tell him I was born this way, he's like, "So why am I white?" I was like, "Because you're born this way." And he's like, "Okay, but why do you look like chocolate?" I'm like, "Oh, well, it's not chocolate, but my skin just made me just like came up this way." And after he was confused, but then we start having conversations, and obviously, 6 years old.
Yeah.
Ask me,
that's all I gotta say. At least he was genuinely just asking the question.
I never felt offended.
There was
I was
no
like,
hatred. There was no animosity.
Exactly, no animosity, no hatred. And this moment, I was like, "Oh, this is so beautiful." I can just, depending on my answer, this kid could either like fully be so curious to know about different races, or he will just be like, "Fuck all races," right? And what was the thing? Oh yeah, like a 5-6 year old, he went from colors to he went from like asking about my race to like, who's my favorite superhero?
Yeah, because he just had a question, and then he was just trying to talk.
And they don't think too like, "Oh, what are you? Oh, you're black. Why? Okay." who's your favorite superhero? And I just
Yeah, it
carried
was
the
just a
conversation.
question.
And I was like, bro,
And
boy.
you gave him an answer, so he was cool.
And
okay.
he was cool.
Now I get
wasn't
it.
offended. I wasn't
Nah, yeah.
pick up my phone and be
And
like,
that's what
why you asking me
sucks
that?
is because some people in your situation would automatically be offended, and then they will make that shit. And then, like I said, that's when that kid will probably become racist.
Yeah.
Because he was just asking a question, and so you answer this question, somebody else gets offended, and be like, "Why you asked me that fucking question?" And then they'll be like, "Whoa, okay, this chocolate person was just mean to me, and I just asked the question." So now, when they see another one, they're not gonna ask the question,
it starts
and then they're
from
gonna say,
there.
"That's what I mean." It
And
starts,
from
So
there.
you saved that little white boy.
I hope so, bro. There was one video. I
made
felt so
him-
bad.
You made him go on live thinking, "Okay,
I hope so. Like
black person, it's just black person. Like it's
he,
nothing."
he should be a teen now. So I
Yeah,
hope
yeah.
that he learns. But there was
If you're
one,
listening to this episode,
yeah,
you got a black girlfriend?
you never know. But there was one video that was so sad on YouTube where there was this guy this lady who was recording this I think it was a girl, and she's like, "What did you say?" And she's like, "You're an N-word." Like she said, like the
Crazy.
right? We say negativize, but I don't want. But she says like the full ER, right? The whole. And after she like say it again, and she said it, but you can see from the girl if any adult, any reasonable adult, even if you don't have kids, if you know kids, you know that when their kid is saying that,
she's not
she's
saying
not
it
saying
maliciously.
She's saying it because she heard it from someone else. You can clearly
But
tell.
she obviously got mad, right? Of course.
And what did she thought that recording and making an example.
I fucking hate
and in my
that
head I was
shit,
like,
bro.
I get like, lady, I don't agree with you. I can understand why you'll be frustrated, but understand this. This is the best
This
opportunity.
is a teachable moment.
Because you know what they were doing? You know what they were doing? They were in what is it, the sandbox.
Yeah.
And they were playing games. And after she said, "Oh, I be this and you be the nigger." Right? So
crazy.
right? It's really crazy.
Yeah.
But like, and she's like, "What do you do?" And you decide to stop playing and you record. So the girl is not only confused and she's worried about, "Oh,
and now
I said
you're putting
something."
her on fucking the internet.
So she's like, "You don't do that anymore. But we're not playing with you anymore." It's like, "Why not?" It's like, "Because you said that word." It's like, "Because you are, aren't you?" It's like, "No, I'm not that."
Teach her.
And this is where you have to be
Nah, yeah, that shit
educated.
pissed me
And
off.
I understand people will be like, "Oh, TT, well, it's not her place to teach." But hear me out. It takes a village to raise a
Yeah, I was about
fucking
to
village.
say, yo.
It takes a village to raise a child, right?
And it's not your place. She's talking to you.
She's talking to you.
And she's not being malicious. She's asking you a
Exactly.
question. Is that not you? And then you say, no, it is not. That is a derogatory word that we do not use.
Exactly.
And then she'll be like, oh, okay, I'm sorry. But
Yeah.
instead you attacked her. So now she's going to take that word and say, that person attacked me. And then it's going to start stupidity.
It's stupidity.
That's what I don't understand. And freaking the internet shit pissed me off, bro.
Yeah.
Fucking always recording everything.
Yeah, bro.
I'm not, what's crazy to me is I don't know if it's just because how we grew up, but that's the thing. We grew up with a certain, like, technology. Like, it's not that we didn't have technology growing up. But never in my life have I ever been in a situation and be like, yo, let me get my phone out.
Facts.
It's crazy to me.
And you've been in situations that are,
I've been in
quote unquote
fucked up
like
situations.
record worthy, right?
Yeah.
But you've never once decided, hey, you know what? Let me capitalize on this moment and just record it for this.
Especially this was a grown adult.
The lady, yes.
Yeah. And this is a
grown
child.
adult. And
Fuck, man,
and
piss
bro,
me off.
I the thing that hurts the most is that you can tell. You know when like a child does something, and they're in the
she's
situation
confused,
where like confused, like shaky laughter, like they're nervous laughing, and they're just trying to wonder whether
She
they
doesn't
did
understand what's happening.
exactly like whether or not they did something good or bad. And at that moment, the answer or the way you go about it, you can change the whole trajectory.
And that's the worst part too, is like you said, even if she got mad and it wasn't recorded, it would be 10 times less worse than the fact that she recorded it. Because regardless of how she reacted, she now put this on the internet.
Yeah.
So now keyboard warriors are about to run this shit up to the 5 million times worse.
Yeah, bro.
Because there's gonna be one person that said, "Oh no, get her off! Like, oh, do this. Her parents are horrible." No, she was a child asking a question. Was it a fucked up question? Yes, but it's because she's ignorant.
Yeah.
And people say, "Oh, that's ignorant means she does not know."
Yes.
And you had the moment and talk about like, "Oh, it's not her place to teach." Yes, it is because she's talking to you. You had a chance and you decided to fucking record it and ruin that chance.
And I was just like, damn, bro, this kid doesn't know. Yeah. And all you're doing is just shitting on her and shitting on her and shitting on her.
And guess what? That's on the internet now.
That's on the internet.
So now, as a grown adult, that little girl, obviously maybe not now, but later on, she's gonna be grown, and that video is gonna fucking resurface.
Yeah.
So now a mistake that she made as a kid was put on the internet and forever going to be there. So now, say 20 years from now, she's going to get a job interview. She's a perfectly nice person. She does not hate anybody. She's not racist. She made a mistake when she was 6. They're going to have a job interview. Oh, thank you. Yeah, we accept you. Oh, actually, we came over this video when you were 6. You said the N-word. Yeah, it was an accident. But that woman recorded me and fucked my whole life up. I don't think anything like that. It was a question. I was curious. They're like, yeah, sorry, but it doesn't look good for our company. We're not going to be able to take you. I guarantee that's something that could happen.
Okay.
Over somebody that just didn't want to be a goddamn Karen and not teach a freaking child something.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
So crazy.
I'm telling you, man, this shit is so ugly on all sides, and I'm not like, yeah, man.
And that's what's crazy because for me, all of the things that happened to me happened when I was a kid. So it wasn't necessarily a time for a teachable moment because I was also confused in the moment. Because I knew what they were doing, but I didn't understand what was happening. I was like, why you call me the N-word? I know the N-word is not good, but why you call me that? Or why you tell me to get out of the line? I know it doesn't sound right, and I don't feel good. Hell no. Well, I just said, I just want a hot dog. Because we were in a line at a barbecue, and I was waiting for a hot dog like everybody else. And what killed me about that one, it was a little girl. So at first, I kind of brushed it off.
Got you.
Because she was like maybe 5 or 6 also. And I was like maybe 10 or 11.
Got you.
So I brushed her off. But then her older sister, who was closer to my age, turned around and said, ew, yeah, she's right. That fucked me up.
That's so
Because like I said, I was almost able to brush it off.
Yeah.
But when then she said that, I was like, wait, you're older.
Yeah.
So what's wrong with me then?
Yeah.
So like I said, but that's why it wasn't the time for me to be a teachable moment because I was confused myself.
Yeah.
I wasn't a grown adult. If I was an adult, I would have told her, we don't say that. But as a kid myself, I was just confused.
Exactly.
And like I said, that same time where they were chanting it at the lunchroom.
That's crazy.
I was like,
that's crazy. You know how crazy?
We're chilling with you at the moment. Like these were our friends at the camp. And then literally we're just eating a sandwich and I think we were talking and laughing. And he just turns to us and he says, nigger. I was like, what?
And he chanted it?
And then the whole table started chanting it.
And what did
Nobody heard, I guess, because we were like off to the corner. But then me and Aaron said something after. Worst decision I ever made in my life.
Because
should have not said shit.
Target on your back?
No, because we told it, and then it went to our grandparents, who were like, "Oh my god, I'm so sorry that happened to you." Like, fuck you, like, because then they told like the counselors and all that, and then we got taken aside to like apologize to us. But they decided to do it when we all went to the pool together, and we were in the pool, and they asked us to get out of the pool. So now the 2 black kids in the camp, who these kids that were now playing with them still in the pool, like it happened, you're kids, right? It's over. We don't think about it anymore. We're chilling. That's how you know it was something innocent, but it was still fucked up for us.
Yeah.
They tell us, oh, Aaron and Nathan, can you get out of the pool? We want to talk to you. So now you're separating us, the 2 black kids, separating us. What do you think they're talking about? Kids are not stupid. This just happened yesterday. Now you're bringing us around the corner to have a conversation with us. We just want to apologize for what happened yesterday. We were not aware of this.
Why didn't you get the kids to fucking apologize?
Fucking exactly, bro. And then we had to go back. And now they're looking at us, now they're laughing.
Bro, this is so dumb.
Yeah,
you can't even fucking do a proper apology. And you'll get it together.
That's what I said. I think me and Aaron both looked at each other. We should have not said shit, bro.
This is so damn dumb.
Like I said, we were playing with those same kids the next day. So they said some fucked up shit. Whoa. Guys, it's time to quit. The light just said, I'm out.
Did the light just burst?
I guess so. That looks like a horror movie.
Yeah.
But yeah. But yeah, so it was just crazy. Like I said, it's identity crisis.
Yeah.
That's what life is.
Hey.
So yeah, guys, tell us what you think. Any biracial people who grew up in a similar situation, not knowing like your background or like
feeling
not
lost?
feeling lost. Like I even was in my first relationship. Black girl.
Yeah.
They called one time we went to a party and they said, "Oh, listen, Nathan go on first because he's a white boy." I was like, "Fuck all y'all."
But
bro. And back then I had my hair.
I don't get it.
Like I said, they just look at complexion and figure you're not dark enough, and like I said, or you don't have the features to be black.
Absolutely ridiculous, bro.
Yeah.
Follow us on TikTok, Instagram, and also
Check
YouTube.
out our clips.
Yeah, clips. We're posting more clips every day. Posted 2 more. So guys, check us out.
Yeah. And subscribe.
Yes, subscribe.
Subscribe to the channel. If you're listening, leave a review. And yeah, just have a good time. comment. Tell us what you think about this situation or this conversation that we had. If you have any similar situations, crazy stories growing up.
Yeah.
And yeah, we'd like to hear about it. And we can even maybe discuss it. If you're happy to discuss it or allow us to discuss it, we could talk about a situation that happened to somebody else. It'll be fun. Maybe there's something mad similar to what happened to me.
I'm pretty sure
my situation is crazy.
Yeah, bro, that's kind of
the amount of shit that happened.
That's like villain origin story worthy shit. No lie, no lie. Shit, bro. I'm surprised you haven't. I guess like, huh?
Yeah. Have I not? Have I had a villain arc? No, not yet.
Don't say not yet, nigga. You 34. We trying to start.
Yeah, I know it's over. It's over.
Come on.
All right, guys. Hope you enjoyed. Troublemakers will be reasonable. You'll see.
Peace.
We the reasonable troublemakers. Stepping in the room, feel the rhythm that it triggers. Troublemakers we be, but we move so free. Lay it down smooth like a late night key. Reasonable you'll see when the horns come through. Snap back to the groove, let it carry you too.